You heard Governor Nathan Deal. That's what he told Georgia's lawmakers this morning during his State of the State address. Good evening, I'm Skylar Henry.
And I'm Ashley Minnelli. 41 NBC's Amanda Castro sat in on the governor's speech and joins us from the Capitol with reaction from Middle Georgia's lawmakers.
Governor Deal talked jobs, funding education, and his rejection of the Medicaid expansion under the Affordable Care Act. Now, his speech was applauded by many, but some of our local leaders disagreed with parts of his message. $574 million. That's how much Governor Nathan Deal plans to increase education funding this year, spending a total of $8 billion of the budget on education.
My proposal represents the largest single year increase in K-12 funding in 7 years. These funds will provide our local school systems with the resources and flexibility to address the most crucial needs of their students and their teachers.
Like restoring instructional days, getting rid of furlough days, and giving teachers a raise. But State Senator David Lucas says this is just a small step in the right direction, after Georgia has seen major cuts to education over the past several years.
While we talk about $500 million, but education has been cut by $5 billion over the last 8 years. And so we are in the catch-up mode with education because local communities have had to foot the bill on the cuts from state.
Governor Deal says he's prepared to fight against the Medicaid expansion, calling the Affordable Care Act anything but affordable.
Expansion would add 620,000 people to our taxpayer-funded health care plan, costing us even more.
State Representative James Beverly says not taking the expansion will hurt the state in the long run.
He says it's going to cost the state $327 million. But in 2022, it's going to cost the state $5 billion because we didn't.
State Representative Alan Peake agrees with the governor, saying we shouldn't rely on federal money.
I think it's a smart move. I don't think we ought to put ourselves on the hook of depending the federal government for federal dollars, because who knows when they'll pull that.
The governor also told the General Assembly he's putting $35 million of the budget toward the deepening of the Port of Savannah, a project backed by the federal government.
We have studied and planned long enough. It's time to start moving dirt.
And Governor Deal says his focus on job creation is paying off. 217,000 new jobs were created over the last 3 years.
As a result of all of that, our state unemployment rate is the lowest that it's been in 5 years.
Governor Deal also plans to beef up the Hope Grant Scholarship to cover technical colleges. Reporting in Atlanta, Amanda Castro, 41 NBC News.
Governor Deal also said during his speech, Georgia has the lowest tax burden on its citizens. That's according to the Tax Foundation, and he's going to fight to keep it that way.